Hi Stampers, welcome to Watch It Weekly Wednesday. I've had some requests on this gift bow die and this other punch that makes bows on how to do them. It's super easy, so let me show you how this is done. I've run this through the Big Shot already, and I don't need this piece. This piece right here makes this smaller bow right here. If you notice, this is the larger bow, which is made by this piece, the bigger piece. So it's just a slight small on that. You can also make this one, which is a double bow. So that's really fun for something that you want to really stick out. And these right here are just tiny bows with the punch. You can do these little flags on the edge or underneath. So let me show you how this is done. If you're going to make the bigger bow, this is how I like to do it. I love to use the glue dots, and this is a tip that I like to do. I always hold these in my left hand, and I kind of bend this back with a fold, and all I do is run the actual paper to where the glue dot is supposed to go. So on just both those sides. Now I'm going to also take my bone folder and kind of give this just a little bit so it curls it, especially with your cardstock. So I push this down and then push this side down. And it kind of fits right inside there. So that's the bigger size. Then what I would do after that is decide if I want the flags of my bow or tails right there, or do I want them hanging down? Do I want to crease them to make them get like a little bit of body to it? Let's see. Since we haven't done this one hanging down, so I'm just gonna crease it a little bit, just to kind of give it a little body. Just kind of pinch it. And then because I'm not using these on the side, I'm going to go ahead and just put this right on. So I'm going to put my glue dots right there. And you notice how I push down with my thumb, and so it really sticks. Now the same thing with this. I want to just break the fibers up a little bit to actually help to curl it. And then it goes around whatever I'm going to use it on really nicely. Okay, so there, that is work. And the same thing with this. Just push that down. Push it down with my thumb. And then I like to crease it like that as I'm going. And then I just tear it off when I'm not going to use it anymore. You decide how you want these little flags to go. Okay, so then you can work with that to see how you like. Now with the big bow, I just have this bag right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this. Actually, I would use fast fuse, and I didn't grab it, so just for I would use fast fuse because it stays on better. It has more of an durable quality. Okay, so now you can decide which bow you want and where you want to put it. If you want it up here, you want it over here, but it makes really nice things for also baskets. I think I'm just going to put it up here. So I would also take my glue dots, and I would just, because this I want really to stay, I'm just going to run it all the way down like so and just press down. So I'm going to take all those glue dots up, and then I'm going to decide, okay, this is where I want them. The nice thing about making a bag like this is you can use the bag over and over again, and then you could just change it with the different tags, but it's coordinating. So that's a tip on that one. Let me show you, this is exactly the same as the one bow. Let me show you. Pattern paper is fun to use. With this one, you're going to punch it twice. I'm going to burnish these, or I'm going to curl them more or less, and I'm going to go ahead and use my glue dots. So we'll just let that go, and I'm going to just press that down and then press these together. So you're just making two little sides of your bow. Takes a lot of glue dots, but you'll be glad that you used the glue dots because things really stick to them. So I'm going to take those two, and I'm going to glue dot it again to each other. You can put it right on this piece and you can make your bow wider if you'd like, or closer together. I like my bow just right on top of each other, overlapping. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take, which way do I want it? That way or this way? I think I'm going to want it this way. So we'll use this and this one. Okay, so I'm going to put these on top of each other. And if you look right there, see how it's got the different, like little square right there? I'm just going to put that right on top of each other. Now it still has adhesive, so I'm going to put that right on top. Okay, now from there, you press really hard so that those will all stick together. Now you take this little piece, I'm going to just curl it a little bit so it's easier to wrap around. And I know it's kind of overkill, but I'm using 2 glue dots just so it sticks really well. And I'm going to wrap that around. Put that in the center. Hold it. Wrap one side around. And then wrap this last side. It gets kind of sticky because you're putting your fingers into all those glue dots. Okay. And if you want a flat bow, you can just sit there and pancake it if you're mailing it through, or if you want something that's dimensional. So you can see the differences. This is going to hold up a lot more because it has a lot more body to it, whereas this is going to fold down a little bit more. So those are the different ways to use the bows. Hopefully that helped you and answered your questions about our bow punch and also the gift bow. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.